Happy Saturday, foodie friends and grain-free VIPs, and welcome to today's Slice of the Grain-Free Lifestyle episode, where we are talking about how to decrease the stress of the holiday season while still avoiding grains and allergens. If you're screaming, it's okay. As you were coming on and being notified that I'm live, could you please say hello in the chat, and that way I can reach out to you and make sure to thank you for being here with me. And if you're catching this on replay, could you please use hashtag replay, like, share, and subscribe so that I can reach more foodies and help them live their best, most delicious grain-free lifestyles. If we haven't met yet, my name's Nina Blake. I'm the Grain-Free Lifestyle Coach, and I help families like yours eat like normal while avoiding grains and allergens. I'm just waiting for a sound check from my amazing VA, Arlene. She says we're good. Thank you, Arlene. Okay, I want to take a minute. I want you to think about all the things that just mean the holidays to you. The things that it's not the holidays if you don't do this. Okay, for me, my list, I have to have my Christmas Eve, my Feast of the Seven Fishes. I have tried skipping it both in my pre-grain-free life and when I was grain-free, and it was not the same. It was awful, okay? I need to decorate my tree. I need to have cookies. My first grain-free Christmas, I thought I wasn't going to have a single cookie. And my Auntie, I love you. If you know Anna Goslin, please tell her thank you. Her inspiration, her encouragement is a large part of the reason that I do this work, because when I didn't know what to do, Auntie Anna encouraged me. And so Auntie Anna was the one who went into her cookbooks and found a cookie that I could eat safely. Amazing. Auntie, I don't know what I would do without you. So I've got to have my Christmas cookies. I've got to have my Christmas Eve. I've got to have my tree decorated. I do send Christmas cards, but I make them over the summer. There have been years where I haven't sent Christmas cards. And so the first tip I want to give you is, after you dream and you make your list of what you absolutely have to have for the holidays, ask yourself what is important and what is optional. And that changes from year to year. So for example, stockings. Do stockings have to be a part of your holiday? I don't know. If you say yes, absolutely. Okay, well, let's brainstorm. What are some grain-free treats and items that you can put in there? And no, I don't mean toothbrushes. I mean, what are some fun things that you could put in your stocking that your kiddos would be happy to open up? Grain-free candies, maybe tickets to a movie, little small toys, grain-free, allergy-friendly lip balms in fun flavors, not the boring stuff, but special things that are small enough to put in a stocking, still completely grain-free. But I'm getting ahead of things. Okay, so ask yourself what's important and what's optional. Take the optional things. I'm not saying ditch them. I'm saying if you get time, great, do those things. But start with the important ones. And then ask yourself what has to be done immediately. There absolutely is an order to the way things have to be done for the holidays, right? And then what can be done later? And lastly, stretch it out so that you get to enjoy it too. Now, if you know me, you know I'm grain-free. At our house, I avoid apples, almonds, bananas, beef, blueberries, cassava, corn, dairy, eggs, all grains, peas, pork, potatoes, soy, pineapples, oranges, sunflower, sweet potatoes, soy, benzoic acid, active yeast. My husband is lectin and legume free. And so the reason I'm sharing all this with you is because there's always food, right? Now, before I show you the food, it's possible to be exposed to grains and allergens accidentally during the holidays. This year, my husband and I, we decided to go to an awesome holiday date where we were going to make sea glass trees, right? Sea glass trees, isn't it nice? We're doing this nice little holiday thing. Guess whose fingers started to swell up? Guess whose neck and face decided to get covered with hives? I know, my favorite, right? Because there was some powder on these. I don't know if it was cornstarch. I don't know if it was talcum powder, which contains cornstarch. I don't know what it was. All I know was that I reacted to it. So friendly reminder that it's not just food that can contain grains. Now, there's nothing in the world that could have kept me from getting exposed to hidden grains from making these sea glass trees except for not going. So just a quick little reminder, be ready for those emergencies with your safety plan. Now, we're gonna talk more and we're gonna have some food. Okay, put the sea glass tree away. I will shut it off. Okay. All right. Now, for me, I told you cookies are an absolutely essential part of my holiday season. I tried to skip the cookies one Christmas, and it was about December 20th, and I had told myself I just won't have cookies, and the level of sadness was deep, okay? It was that deep sadness like I had lost my puppy. Now, what do I have for you today? I have grain-free magic bars. Okay, these have no gluten, no grain, no dairy, no egg, no soy, no corn, no almond, no cashew, no peanut, no sesame, no lectins, no legumes, no nightshade, and no cane sugar. If you would like this recipe, drop recipe below. Okay, now I'm going to put these aside and I'm going to freeze them. So that way, if I don't get a chance to make magic bars again before Christmas, which is quite likely, because they do make a lot. I made an entire batch and I haven't eaten half the batch, so I want to freeze them before they go stale. Okay. Oh, they smell heavenly. Oh, they smell like sweet, rich maple. And if you have made these, please tell me how you like them. I'm always looking for feedback. I know. So I'm just going to put them here in a little cardboard container. And then I will freeze them so that we have magic bars for Christmas. Now, I've told you that my favorite, my must-have, absolutely cannot do without it, is Christmas Eve. Okay, now in my pre-grain-free life, I tried to skip Christmas Eve. I know, an Italian skipping the 7 fishes on Christmas Eve, because I was embracing the family that I was marrying into at that time, and they had their own Christmas Eve traditions. And I'm not poo-pooing their Christmas Eve traditions at all, but I was then going with my fiance and his family on Christmas Eve. And what I learned was that Christmas Eve is an absolute must-have for me. The Feast of the 7 Fishes, the traditions, the family stories, sitting there laughing, there's nothing better than that for me. Some of these recipes came over with my great-grandmother from Italy, and I don't know what year she came over. I can tell you it was before 1920. So these recipes, at the very youngest, some of them are 100 years old, many of them older than that. And they're an absolute treasure to me and to my family, and I'm not missing out on that. So that meant that I had to learn to break recipes. And if you're like, Nina, we're just talking about traditions. Okay, I just want to share with you that if you think there is a food that is gone from your menu forever, hold up. I've been able to break recipes, add my family traditional foods back to my table without grains and top allergens. Yes, fish is a top allergen, but we're not allergic to it at my house. If we were allergic to it, then I would probably do it with a similar protein that was safe for us, so that at least I could share in those traditions. And I would probably use chicken or something that was safe for us so that I could still participate in those traditions, avoiding those allergens. But I'm so thankful. We have stuffed squid, we have stuffed fish, we have stuffed shrimp with no grains. The only top allergen is fish, and this year it's gonna be lectin and legume free, because that's how I roll. And you can do it too. And if you're looking to fast track your grain-free lifestyle, eat like normal, and you're like, Nina, I'm never gonna be able to do it in time for Christmas. Okay, but is this the only Christmas you're gonna have left in your life? It takes time. It took me a considerable amount of years. It took me 10 years to eat like normal. I don't think it should take you 10 years to eat like normal. So use my calendar link below, and together we'll meet for no pressure consult, and we'll talk about your grain-free dreams and see if we can't start crafting the grain-free lifestyle that you're dreaming of. Okay, back to the cookies. Thank you for being patient with me while I cut some of them up. Gotta put them in, and then I have another cookie to show you. You're like, Nina, I thought we were talking about decreasing stress. Yes. Freezing these in advance so that I have a backup, that's part of me decreasing my stress. You're like, oh, that makes sense. I know. There is always a point Might be around the bend, might be after a few grain-free loaves of bread, but there's always a point. And it's okay. So, holiday traditions don't always need to make sense. If they're special to you, they're important enough to preserve, right? And if they're not special, then maybe this is the moment that you reevaluate those traditions and you say, you know what? I think that maybe this particular tradition, whatever it is, what's a tradition that I don't do? Oh, hopping to multiple houses on one day. It used to be that we had to go to numerous places on one day. It wasn't a holiday. And I was kind of convinced of it. And I'm ashamed to say that I thought that the day was special and not the things that I did with my family, my friends that made them special. And so, yeah, that's a tradition that I abandoned, going to multiple places in one day. And I mean, it was bad. I was going around the entire state of Rhode Island in one day. I would start in one place and I would be early there and I would go to the next place and they were halfway through dinner. And by the time I got to the third place, everybody had eaten and gone. I was like, what am I doing this for? They're not happy. I'm not happy. Let me make a change. And so as you list the things that are important and you're like, I don't know if I should do that anymore, it's okay to make a change for the better. Right? And that comes into my final point, which I'll get to, but stretch it out. If you're going to be super rushed over one day, why not stretch it out? Why not see the people who you would be rushed with on another day? Is it the day that's special, or is it the time you spend with everyone, the memories you make that makes it special? You decide. No pressure, you decide. Okay, so we got some magic bars here. That's not all. I know, you want more. So do I. Now, I'm gonna need a clean spatula because my husband's favorite cookie is my lectin-free chocolate chip bars, and he loves these. Like, if I don't make these, it will not be a happy marriage, so I have to make these. Thank goodness, because last year, life gave us some Christmas chaos and he just stopped being able to tolerate lectins at Christmas time. I know, talk about like having to jump and break a recipe. Oh, holiday stress? Yeah. We had a very limited Christmas last year. We ate like 7-year-olds at the bowling alley snack bar. We had lectin-free chicken nuggets. We had lectin-free pizza bites. We had lectin-free barbecue cheddar bites. And you know what? We loved it. It was simple. It was fun. Now, what are we doing this year? We are not doing a big Christmas day because he needs to go to work the next day. So I am taking my family's Christmas Eve, and that's going to be my Christmas. The next day, I'm still gonna cook. I'm just gonna do a simple Sunday dinner. Roasted chicken, have some veggies. And then the Sunday after, we're gonna do, we'll do presents on Christmas Day, but the Sunday after, we're gonna do something more elaborate with appetizers. The two of us can spend the whole day together. He has Monday off, so it'll really be a nice day for both of us to spend together. Is it traditional? No. Is it better for us? Yes! Okay, so let's go back to my list. You've done your dreaming, you've made your list of what's important and what maybe is optional. Okay, so I'm gonna put these chocolate chip bars in. They are so good. These are also cane sugar free, by the way. No gluten, no grain, no dairy, no egg, no soy, no corn, no almond, no cashew, no peanut, no sesame, no lectin, no legume, no nightshade, and these are in my VIP recipe box, okay? If you would like this recipe, just comment recipe. Okay, so now, putting some of these in, and I'm gonna freeze them. Okay. So we've made our list of what's important, what's unimportant, and we're gonna stretch out the important things. If you really need to send Christmas cards, I do, and I'm actually gonna work on them this weekend. I'm not waiting until the 23rd to start my Christmas cards. I'm gonna stretch it out so that it's not something that I rush. It's going to be something that I enjoy doing. I might not write a one-page letter to every person, but the cards will be sent and they'll get there in time for Christmas. And that way, I'm enjoying my tradition. And like I said, sometimes there are traditions that you need to change. Last year, I didn't get the Christmas cards sent. Oops. I called the people who were important, and if they sent me cards, awesome. If they didn't send me cards, that's okay too. Okay, So now I'm going to put these aside. Okay. Now, you want to stretch out the traditions that you have as part of your holiday so that you can enjoy them. Why? Because this holiday season, it's not just for the kids. It's not just for the screaming dog at my feet. It's for everybody, and that means you too. Okay? Because you deserve to enjoy the traditions that you are making happen. And if you start enjoying your holiday, your family is going to enjoy it more. I know it's tempting when you dream and you make your big list and you're like, okay, gotta do the stocking, gotta wrap the presents, gotta go see Santa, gotta go see Grandma, gotta do, right? If you do all those things, what will you have when you're done? Will you have any energy, or will it just be mechanical? So taking a more mindful approach to the holidays, deciding what's important, and then enjoying it by prioritizing the things that you love, right? Is how you can really make it special. Now, if there are things that you have to do them as a family. I remember when I was growing up, there were certain things that kids were not allowed to do. And I'm sure it preserved the adults' sanity not to have the children underfoot. But there were also times where I wanted to know what the adults were doing. I wanted to help with wrapping presents. Obviously, I couldn't help wrap certain presents, but I could put my finger here and I could help make the bows and do all those things because nobody wants to be excluded. And if you're busy trying to do everything perfectly, the people that you're doing it for might get the wrong message. And they might feel like you'd rather not be around them, even though we know that's not true, right? Because you love them. That's what you're doing all this for. In my own life, yeah, people have perceived me, bubbly, happy, chocolate chip cookie loving, bread baking Nina, as starch. Because I was always doing. So I learned that lesson the hard way. And if you're like, Nina, I think I can handle Christmas Day. It's going to be what it's going to be. You're absolutely right. It is going to be what it's going to be. It is not the be-all, end-all of your grain-free lifestyle. And if you're going, but as sparse, as protein and veggie heavy as this Christmas is going to be, I think I don't want it to be that way next year. I think I can make it through this year with a couple recipes, but I know what I want for next year. Well, then let's do it together. You don't have to do this on your own. I spent 10 years figuring this out on my own, wishing and praying that someone would figure it out. And 10 years into my journey, I was still searching. And I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I said that when somebody figured this out, right, that I would stop. I just didn't know that I would be the somebody to figure it out. And so if you're avoiding grains and you're avoiding allergens and you're like, enough is enough, I can't do this on my own anymore, use my link. We'll meet for a no pressure consult and we'll talk about what you want out of your grain-free lifestyle. And if you still don't know, it's okay. Drop recipe below. I'll give you the recipe for the magic bars. Make them. And then tell me if you want more foods like that in your life. Gotta eat a magic bar. I'm caving. All right. I couldn't do it. I said I wasn't gonna have any cookies today. Maybe tomorrow. All right, friends. I love you. I believe you can do this. I want to hear about your grain-free, allergy-friendly holidays because the possibilities are endless when you break a recipe.